Good morning. This is the NASA Wallops Flight Facility coverage of the launch of Northrop Grumman's Minotaur 4 rocket. The rocket is carrying a classified payload for the National Reconnaissance Office, NRO, the U.S. Space Force Space and Missile Systems Center. Launch Enterprise Program is providing the launch services for this mission. Launch window today opens at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and the vehicle will launch from the Mid-Atlantic Regional Spaceport's Pad 0B on the south end of Wallops Island. While not as visible as if we were having a night launch, the rocket may be visible on the U.S. East Coast, depending on cloud cover in your area. The countdown this morning has proceeded smoothly. The gantry around the vehicle was moved to the launch position at 4:50 a.m. this morning. Weather is not expected to be an issue, with a 95% probability of acceptable weather for launch today. Current weather is light ground winds and temperature around 80 degrees at Wallops. This mission, named NROL-129, has a couple firsts for Wallops. It will be the first Space Force mission from Wallops Flight Facility and the NRO's first dedicated launch from Wallops. The NRO is the intelligence community element and a Department of Defense agency responsible for developing, acquiring, launching, and operating America's intelligence satellites to meet the national security needs of the nation. 78-foot-tall Minotaur 4 rocket is a four-stage vehicle, consists of three solid-fueled motors from decommissioned Peacekeeper ICBMs and a commercial solid rocket upper stage. NROL-129 is the first Minotaur mission from Wallops since 2013 and the second orbital launch from Mars launch pads in 2020. The fleet of Minotaur rockets have been launched from Wallops for nearly 14 years. As I mentioned, the countdown has proceeded fairly smoothly today. The thing we are watching today, this morning, are boats downrange underneath the flight path of the rocket. And we should be getting an update on where we're at on that as we proceed here in the countdown. So now let's join the countdown and see what's going on.
FSO on step 45, tone 4 on.
Copy that. Check step 45. FTS, apply external power to FTS A and B.
FTS external power is on.
Check step 46, BLC, evaluate FTS A and B voltage, current, and AGC voltages.
Proceeding. FTS A AGC is 4.87. FTS B AGC is 4.84. FTS external power and AGC is nominal.
Check step 47. Step 48, FSO, verify FTS is nominal.
FSO, FTS is nominal.
Check step 48, FSO, send arm command for 2-second duration and continue tone 4.
FSO, roger. Arm on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark. +1, +2. Function removed. Tone 4 continued.
Check 49, BLC, verify receiver arm indication.
FTS arm indication verified.
Check step 50, FSO, verify receiver arm indication.
FTS arm indication verified.
Check step 51. And all stations were currently complete through step 51, page 46 of the L-129 Minotaur 4 final launch checklist. Standing by T-minus 20-minute limit checks, step number 52, and potential hold point just prior to T-minus 16 minutes. I'll see you out. T-minus 20 minutes and counting. BLC, verify T-minus 20-minute limit checks are go.
Limit checks are go.
Copy that. Check step 52. The current launch time is year 2020 day 197, hour 13 minutes 00 seconds 00. Check step 53. Step 54, GNC, report status of wind data.
And proceeding.
Copy that. Standing by step 54.
LC, this is GNC. Upper level winds are go.
Copy that, GNC. Check step 54.
And you heard the launch conductor announce that our target launch time this morning is 9 a.m. Eastern Time. We are coming up at on T-minus 16 minutes. At that point, we either will go into a hold or they will conduct the final launch readiness poll.
Negative, sir. Say again. Copy.
All stations at the LC with a status. We're currently complete through step 54, page 47 of the L129, Minotaur 4 final launch checklist. We still have followers on the range. Our plan is to stop at the hold point at T-minus 16 minutes, and we will stay at that hold point until the range is clear.
We're going to hold in 56 seconds.
And this is the LC on a primary countdown. That NASA TD, please ensure you hold the clock at T-minus 16 minutes. LC out.
Copy. We're going to hold at 16.
Thank you, sir.
Minutes and holding.
Copy that, sir. Standing by step number 55 at T-minus 16 minutes and holding. And MD and NASA TD, could you please meet LC on the MD net? and all stations the LC on the primary countdown net. Current status is we are stopped at T-minus 16 minutes. We're holding for range readiness. The range is red due to followers on the range, and the range is attempting to remove those followers. At this time, I will make a note to all launch team members that following liftoff of the L-129 Minotaur vehicle, all Mission Plus count events will occur on the primary countdown net. Post-launch pad reentry and launch site post-launch activities will be conducted on the backup countdown net. So post-launch activities, GSO, FSO, pad team will be conducted on the backup countdown net. LCA?
Yes, sir.
And all stations, the LC on the primary countdown net. This time we're going to accomplish step number 35, page 44. L will perform a weather brief on the weather net.
LO moving to the weather net.
And if you just tuned in, this is the NASA Wallops Flight Facility Range Control Center. We are currently holding at T-minus 16 minutes for the launch of a Minotaur 4 rocket carrying payload for the National Reconnaissance Office. We are currently working an issue with boats downrange. These boats are out there in the ocean, and it's fishing season, so we're doing our best to contact those fishermen and try to get them to move out of the way. They're located in what we call the hazard area, which is the area underneath where the rocket will fly, so that when the first stage disconnects from the rest of the rocket and splashes down, we want to make sure, obviously, there are no boats underneath it. So we want to make sure that things are clear. So at this point, again, we're just at T-minus 16 minutes and holding.
All stations, at this time, we've conducted step number 35, page 44 of the L-129 Minotaur 4 final launch checklist. We're currently in an indefinite hold at T-minus 16 minutes, standing by clearance of the range.
And you just heard the launch conductor report out that, yes, we are still continuing to hold. And this is an indefinite hold as we continue to work to remove what we call range foulers, or boats that would be downrange off Wallops Island. So you hope you stay tuned with us, and we'll provide an update as it becomes available. Hey, good morning. Just to give an update. Good morning. Just give an update on where we are for the launch this morning of the Northrop Grumman Minotaur 4 rocket carrying the payloads for the National Reconnaissance Office. We're currently at T-minus 16 minutes and holding. This is an indefinite hold while we work to clear out the path where the rocket will be flying underneath that to make sure there are no boats out underneath that area. We are contacting those boats. There are a couple of different ways that we do that. We have an aircraft that flies overhead and can contact the boats. We have radar on that aircraft so we know where the boats are located. And then we also have some of our local fishermen that work with us, and they'll go out and contact those boats directly and try to get them to move so we can get this launch off. So again, we are still at T-minus 16 minutes and holding in the count. And while we continue to move the boats, at this time we're not working any other issues for the launch this morning. The weather is looking good. At last report, we are at less than 5% probability of weather being an issue within our launch window, and that will be more towards the end of the launch window. But right now, everything is looking good as far as weather. We have fairly clear skies, low winds, and temperatures around 80 degrees. So again, thanks for bearing with us this morning as we try to get this rocket off. And we'll give you an update as soon as we get something. This is Wallops Range Control Center.
LC TD.
TDLC, go ahead. Count on that.
Yeah, we lost radar 3. Their remote console is down. It will not be participating in this launch. It has no effect. It's not go, no go. It's just a backup.
Radar 3 is down. No intro.
We'd have to break the hazard area and send somebody in and reset it, and we're not going to do that at this point.
Copy that. Radar 3, LC out. This is the LC on the primary countdown net. We're planning to pick up the count here shortly. We're going to be requesting a new T0 from the TD, and we're going to pick up the count at T-minus 16 minutes. And TD, this is LC on a primary countdown net.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes,
Give me the time you want me to pick it up.
We want to pick it up at 13:30 UTC, and
Copy
we're
all.
aiming
13:30.
Copy that. Pick up the count at T-minus 16 minutes at year 2020, day 197, hour 13, minute 30 UTC. New T0 is 2020, 197, 1346, 00 UTC. Check step 2 of the new T0 checklist. Standing by step 3, confirming that, sir. Can you confirm 2020, 197, 1346 as a new T0 and resuming the count at 2020, 197, 1330, 00 UTC?
We'll resume the 16-minute count at 13:30 Z, which is in 15 seconds.
Copy that, sir. Check step 2, 3.
And you just heard we're getting ready to pick up the count. We have cleared the range, and the new launch time is now 9:46 a.m. Stand by, pick up the count.
And all stations VLC, T-minus 16 minutes and counting. This is the LC with the final launch readiness poll. Be aware that we're waiting approximately 7 minutes for another GNC WINSCO. All stations report go for the final launch readiness poll. VM.
VM go.
BLC.
BLC go.
PCC.
PCC go.
VC.
VC go.
FTS.
FTS is go.
TLM.
TLM go.
GNC.
GNC is go.
ME.
ME is go.
CE.
CE is go.
NGMM.
NGMM is go.
GSO.
GSO go.
FSO.
FSO go.
RSO.
RSO go.
NASA PM.
NASA PM is go.
NG.
NG is go.
MD.
MD's go.
NASA TD.
NASA TDs go.
All station report go. Check step 55. Repeat of step 54 GNC. Report status of wind data.
Upper level winds are go.
Copy that. Upper level winds are go. We're currently complete through step 55, standing by step 56 at T-minus 14 minutes. And RSO, verify the hazard area, cautionary, and impact limit lines are clear for launch.
Areas are clear.
Check step 56.
And again, we are counting down for a launch this morning at
All stations were
9:46
currently
a.m.
complete through step 56, page 47 of the L-129 Minotaur 4 final launch checklist, standing by step number 57 at T-minus 12 minutes. We're aiming for a new T0 of 1346 UTC.
And just a reminder, there is some latency in the stream from actual events at Wallops that you're seeing there. So if you're outside for the launch, take this into account and make sure you get out early to your site viewing area. So again, we're looking at 9:46 a.m. for a launch, and the stream this morning, YouTube stream, will follow the launch this morning through second stage burnout, which is about at 1 minute and 15 seconds, or 115 seconds into the launch.
And this is the LC and the primary countdown at VC. And VC, set flight computer launch time to year 2020, day 197, hour 13, minute 46, second 00 UTC.
Flight computer launch time set to time, year 2020, day 197, hour 13, minute 46, second 0 UTC.
Copy that. Check step 57, VM, confirm flight computer launch time.
Flight computer launch time confirmed.
Check step 58, VC, verify countdown sequencer time set to 120 seconds.
Countdown sequencer set to 120 seconds.
Check step 59, VM, confirm countdown sequencer time.
Countdown sequencer time confirmed.
Check step 60. Standing by step number 61 at T-minus 10 minutes. They'll see on a primary countdown at T-minus 10 minutes and counting. BLC, verify T-minus 10-minute limit checks are go.
Limit checks are go.
Check 61, FTS switch, FTS A and B internal power on.
FTS internal power is on.
Check 62, FTS switch, FTS A and B external power off.
FTS external power is off.
Check 63, BLC, evaluate FTS A-B voltage and current.
Proceeding. FTS internal power nominal.
Copy that. Check 64, FSO, send arm command for 2-second duration, continue tone 4.
FSO will go. Arm on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark, +1, +2. Function removed, tone 4 continued.
Check 65, BLC, verify receiver arm indication.
FTS arm indication verified.
Check 66, PCC, activate FTS arm enable.
FTS arm enabled.
Check 67, FTS enable FTLU A and B.
FTLU A and B are enabled.
Check 68, BLC, verify FTLU2A and B enabled.
FTLU2A and B enabled.
Check step 69, FSO, verify FTLU2A and B enabled and no command destructs.
FSO, FTLU A and B enabled, no command destruct.
Copy, sir. Check step 70, FSO, verify FTS is go.
FSO, FTS is go.
Check step 71. And step 72, PCC, apply avionics external power for the following system.
038 ACU on external power.
Check 72, PCC, evaluate power bus voltage and current.
External power nominal.
Check step 73. All stations were currently complete through step 73, page 50 of the L-129, Minotaur 4 final launch checklist. Standing by a final authorization for launch at T-minus 6 minutes and 30 seconds. And this is the LCN and primary count on that step 74, T-minus 6 minutes, 30 seconds and counting. Requesting final authorization for launch. All stations report go. MD?
MD is go.
NASA TD?
TD's go.
Copy that. Check step 74, FTS start LCR Dewey.
Proceeding. Dewey started.
Check 75, PCC enable ground ordnance.
Ground ordnance enabled.
Check 76, PCC apply power to stage 1 ESAD.
ESAD powered on.
Check step 77, standing by internal power check at T-minus 5 minutes. And step 78, T-minus 5 minutes and counting, PCC, switch avionics internal power on.
Avionics internal power on my mark in 3, 2, 1, mark.
Check 78, PCC, switch avionics external power off.
External power off.
Check 79, VC, enable flight computer auto sequencer start.
Auto sequencer enabled.
Check 80, VM, verify OrbNav has been in gyro compass mode for at least 30 minutes.
OrbNav ready to navigate.
Check step 81. Standing by step 82 at T-minus 4 minutes. Step 82, T-minus 4 minutes and counting, BLC, verify T-minus 4 minute limit checks are go.
Limit checks are go.
Check 82, VC, command OrbNav to navigate mode.
OrbNav commanded to navigate.
Check 83, VM, verify OrbNav in navigate mode.
OrbNav in navigate mode.
Check 84, step 85, NASA TD, report range green.
Range green.
Check step 85, standing by step 82 at T-minus 2 minutes. And this is the TLC, T-minus 3 minutes and counting. And step 86, T-minus 2 minutes and counting. Mark, VM, verify flight computer auto sequencer started.
Auto sequencer started.
VLC, verify T-minus 2 minute limit checks are go. Check step 86.
VLC limit checks are go.
Check 87, PCC, activate ordnance, arm enable.
Arm enabled.
Check 88, VM, verify flight computer in flight mode.
Flight computer armed.
Check 89, PCC, arm vehicle ordnance.
Proceeding.
Copy.
Vehicle ordnance armed.
Check step 90, standing by step 91. All stations VLC. We're currently stepping through 70 seconds to launch. LV is working, no issues. The range is green. T-minus 60 seconds, mark. Step 91, T-minus 45 seconds, VM, verify stage, select, activated.
VM is go for launch.
Copy that, check step 91. T-minus 15. T-minus 10. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Liftoff of the Northrop Grumman Minotaur rocket carrying 4 L-129 spacecraft to orbit for the National Reconnaissance Office, marking 20 years of Minotaur launches and 14 years of partnership with Wallops Flight Facility and the Mid-Atlantic Regional Spaceport.
Vehicle attitude and flight path are nominal. Pitch over complete.
Check step 92, 93, 94,
Vehicle
95.
avionics power is nominal.
Passing Mach 2, motor pressure nominal.
T plus 36 seconds. Entering max Q. Attitude nominal.
Passing Mach 3 at maximum stage 1 thrust of over 5,000 pounds. Passing Mach 4, vehicle's half original mass.
Cooling off.
Stage 2 ignition. Stage 2 motor pressure is nominal.
Vehicle attitude and flight path are nominal.
Vehicle avionics and power systems are performing as expected.
T plus 85 seconds at maximum stage 2 thrust of over 300,000 pounds.
Attitude and flight path are nominal. Vehicle is now 1/4 of its original mass.
Approaching stage 2 burnout, followed by a 10-second coast.
Stage 2 burnout.
And this concludes today's coverage of the Minotaur 4 NROL-129 mission. Launched today at 9:46 a.m. from the Mid-Atlantic Regional Spaceport Pad 0B. Mission information, including photos, will be available on the NRO, NASA, Wallops, and Northrop Grumman websites and their respective Facebook and Twitter accounts. The next launch from Wallops is no earlier than mid-August. Thanks for joining us today, and have a good one.